Hello there and welcome back to Let's Love T-Line Together. Now, today's paper is focusing on 60 words per minute. Now, I remember doing my 6th exam and it didn't come easy. But like all things in life, nothing worth achieving or having comes easy. So if you're training, revising for your 60 exam that might be coming up, give yourself some slack. It is hard and it does take dedication, time, resilience, can-do attitude, of course, and time spent on our channel. So if you're finding it difficult, to say, just keep putting the work in. Things do click, and those brick walls that get built do get slowly broken down. So just bear that in mind. Now, so just to be clear, it'll be a 60 words a minute paper, a 2-minute passage this evening. And what I want to do first is do a quick quiz to look at your theory knowledge. I'm saying this evening, it might be the morning where you are, wherever you are in the world. But first of all, a test on some theory. Okay, so I want you to write a few words for me and then you can check them back and I'll explain theory. So number 1 is the word attendance. So attendance is number 1. Number 2 is the word luxury. Number 3 is jeweler. Number 4 is couple. Number 5 is engagement. Six is owner. Seven is expensive. 8 is available. 9 is indeed. 10 is the word asked. 11 is the word bank. 12 is the word split. 13 is transaction. 14 is agreed. 15 is before. And 16 is wearing. Now, I know that I talk rapid speed. I'm very high energy. Therefore, I'm going to read that list again, just in case you got a little bit lost there. Okay, so we have attendance number 1, luxury number 2, jeweler number 3, couple number 4, engagement is number 5, owner is number 6, expensive is number 7, available is number 8, indeed is number 9, asked is number 10, bank is number 11, split is number 12, transaction is number 13, agreed is number 14, before is number 15, and wearing is number 16. Okay, so attendance then, we have the A indicator, followed by the T, the N, the D, in disjoint C there, and try that again because it's a little bit wobbly there. Attendance. Now, if you want to make it quicker, you can use the end theory. Remember looking at outlines like this, at the end, from the end, where you use the D to represent the word end. It's literally stopping the outline, carrying on going. So what you could do is we could use the A indicator for at on the T line, the D for end, and the C for unts. So we actually write in there as at, end, unts. If you don't like that, keep it in full, which is A, T, N, D, C. Okay, so in short, you've got two ways you can write those outlines. Write them there again. Full version, almost like steps going down, or at, end, unts. Okay, number 2 was luxury. Hard outline this. So you've got your nice curly L, and we cross through with part of the X. We go up with the R, and Y becomes I, and just flicks down luxury. Jeweler, that'd be JW and an LR blends. We have the J, W, and a long L for LR. It's quite a long outline, that jeweler. Couple is C with the PR blend going through. P and L come together. Remember, you put your letter L in the P position for PL. Next is engagement. Now, when a word begins with E-N-G, we can omit the N to make a clear outline. So rather than doing this, E-N-G, another G, and a ment, we can omit the N, and we're going to go E-G-G, ment. So we omitted the N there. So E indicator, G, G, and a small raised M for words and meant. Owner, we've got an O indicator, a W N blend, an R, so remember kicking your N after W. Expensive, so we've got X to start the outline, P, N, S, B. Now note there that my P is quite slanted, it's angled, and that's to form a clear across. If you did this, went straight down, it wouldn't be wrong, but it's not quite forming that nice cross. So ideally try and get the slant there. Expensive. Available, quite a hard outline this one. So we go up with the A indicator before a V. So we've got A followed by the V. Then we have the L, and then we have, next to it we have the full A for able, available. My indicator A is a little bit bigger, but I'm on such a big board. So indicator A, V, L, and then able, available. Make sure you keep your additional A there close to the first part of the outline, otherwise you might think it's two separate words. Then we have indeed, that's I indicator N, D, and the second D just goes below, I-N-D-D. We've got the word asked, where we have the K in the middle of the word, change it to a C, we have A-S-C-D, because A-S and K-D would just be so awkward. Banks are words that end in or contain ank, we do at disjoint AC. So we've got B and A indicator C for ank. Remember your ink, ank, onk, unk theory. Make sure you practice that. So bank. Split is S, PL blend, and a T. Transaction, words that begin with trans, we omit the N. So we actually write in transaction. So we've got TR and S for trans, then just the shin. Another examples of words that contain, begin with trans, we've got transport becomes, so that line's super long here, becomes transport. Transmit becomes transmit. So you see here, trans reduced to TR and S. Just no examples there. Okay, fab. Now we have agreed. I'm going to pop the scroll up slightly. And this is where we intersect. So we've got the A and the G. We miss out the R and put the D inside, and that's your GR blend, GR principle, whichever you like to call it. It's often referred to as both in different texts. So R blend or R principle, the same thing. Before, you've got B and FR blend. You can either write it this nice, gorgeous, fancy way, or the other way is also perfect too, before. Lastly, we have wearing. We extend W to add R, therefore WR blend and ing would say wearing. Now, just to reference a theory that we've covered here, so we've looked at words that end with unts, disjoint C. We've looked at X theory here with luxury, and words that end in the short sound of Y, so luxury, change it to an I. We've looked at elongating the L to add R. Look at the outline there. I should have gone much longer. Jula, just got a bit longer there, shouldn't I? So it's looking double the length. It's always quite hard writing on a big board. So we've got JW, a long L for LR, Jula. Couple, we've looked at PL, blend there. Here we've looked at omitting the N. We've also looked at words that end in or contain meant. Here we've looked at WN theory, so WN blend. We've got more X theory here. Here we've got letter A before a V, why we have to go this way. If you went down, it just blend in. We also looked at words that end in able, available. Here we have D followed by D theory. So again, like T's and D's and how they move around each other. Asked, we've looked at changing K to a C in the middle of a word to make it easier to write and clearer. Here we've looked at words that end in ank. Split, we've looked at PL with a pl. Transaction, we've looked at words that begin with trans. We've also looked at the Shen theory for that raised M. Agreed, we look at the R principle applied to GR. Before, we look at the FR blend. And wearing, we look at extending the W to add R, so that's WR. Okay, apologies for my scrawly long hand, you can see why I'm short-handed. Okay, so make your decision whether you want to drill those outlines or you want to just go straight for it with having a get the passage. And as usual, I'll go over it all on the board after. Okay, so let's get going. So title of this paper, guys, we have got couple accused of attempting to steal diamond ring. So that's couple accused of attempting to steal diamond ring. Just bear with, I'll just get another a clean board up. Okay, so have a go at the title for me. Let's go again. Couple accused of attempting to steal diamond ring. So we've had couple already. Accused is A, indicator CSD. We could add the of down there if you wanted to. Remember that of is an indicator on the T line, but you could join accused of. If I put that down again. Accused of attempting, quite hard out on that one. So it would be A, T, M, P, T, ing, long outline. You could use the at theory there and just do at emptying. It's still quite a difficult outline, it's not a very pretty one. And apologies, that outline looks huge there. So always bear in mind that my outline is left to look quite big, just because I'm writing on a board. Okay, to steal, T for two, steal, S-T-L. Diamond is DM and D, and ring is R, disjoint indicator for ing. It's a couple accused of attempting to steal diamond ring. And this is part of a two-part story, okay? So this is part one, so you're not really going to find out what actually happens. A bit of a cliffhanger, so just bear that in mind. What happened, really, disclaimer, I wrote way too many words, and it's a great story. Therefore, split it into two-part papers. Okay, so we'll go for the title. Got 2 minutes at 60. I'll then go over on the board. Okay, best of luck. So, title first of all. Couple accused of attempting to steal diamond ring. Couple accused of attempting to steal diamond ring. Okay, good. If you're used to these papers, you do often get names in them. Try and get down what you can. They can be quite hard names, but we'll see. Okay, so good luck. We have 2 minutes at 60. Okay, so imagine it in court. You've got to get this story out before the end of the day. You've got to take down the most accurate notes possible to ensure your story is accurate. And there's no problems when it goes to print. And also, You want to try and be able to transcribe your notes fast because you might have a deadline. The clearer the notes, the faster you'll be able to transcribe. There'll be no pondering over outlines. Okay, so nice deep breath, grab a drink of your water, whatever you've got, and let's give it our best shot. Okay, pens ready. Let's go. We're ready. Members of the jury and members of the press, thank you for your attendance today. Tiffany Johnson and James Spade, both age 30, stand accused of attempting to steal a diamond ring from a luxury jeweler. On December 13 last year, the couple visited the shop looking for an engagement ring. They asked the shop owner to show them the most expensive 10 diamond rings they had available, with the most expensive being £30,000. Once Tiffany had chosen a ring, indeed, with the £30,000 price tag, she asked if she could go to the bank, as they needed to pay by a split transaction. The owner agreed before realizing that she was still wearing the ring. Okay, so what happened next? We'll find out, but not during this session. Okay, quite a hard paper, but you never know what you're going to get on an exam day. You never know what you're going to get when you sent out to cover a case. So it's good to be prepared for anything. So let's look at outlines. Members of the jury. So members is MMS. Go straight down for your JI for jury. And for and, members of the press. We're going to go members again. Down with the P. You can either put the S inside for the PR rule. If that's too fiddly, then you can keep the R in. I don't mind which you do, whichever you find fastest. Okay, I would tend to do the first one. But again, if you find it difficult to lift your pen off, you can maintain the R. Thank you for your attendance today. Now, there's a quick way to write thank you for your. It's TH with a Y around the bottom of the H. Thank you for your attendance. We've done it already. I would do at and unts, but you had an option. And today, T followed by D, special outline. Tiffany Johnson, quite a hard name that. So we've got T, downwards F, N, I. Johnson would be J, N, S, and a very fiddly name. We've then got and James Spade. So N for and. James is J, N, S. Spade is S, P, and then D. Both age 30, so BTH for both. Aged is AGD, and then we're going to circle 30. Stand accused, that's STND. ACSD for accused, and we could add the of there. Attempting was that really difficult outline that does slow you down in your tracks. You may choose, to be clear, you may choose to omit that T again and just write attempting. Again, it is up to you. To steal, so T for two, steal is STL. We've got A indicator for A, diamond, D, M, and D, and then ring. We had those words in the title, so those weren't too bad. Oh, I've got ahead of myself with some more words this one. I've missed 2 words there, reading that back. So we had Tiffany Johnson and James Spade, both age 30, stand accused of attempting to steal a diamond ring from a luxury jeweller. Upwards F is from the special outline. We had luxury in the questions before, and we also had jeweller before as well. On December 13, so on as OM blend, December is just DC. You've always got a shortcut to the months of the year, days of the week, so do practice them when you get a chance to. 13, so there, just remember to circle your number. Last year, got LST for last and a Y for year. I didn't put the R on year, but can if you want to. Though year and your can't be confused in context. The couple, so we've got TH for there. Couple is CPL, which you had in the title. Visited there is a good grouping, so we've got VSTD, and from there, H of the, visited there. Shop is longhand S and P. Looking is LK ing. For Anne, so you could group for Anne. If it's a bit too fiddly, you can put Anne separate. We had engagement, didn't we? Just pop my screen up slightly in the questions before. That's E, G, G meant, and then ring is R and then ing. End of sentence there. So it's on December 13 last year, the couple visited the shop looking for an engagement ring. Just going to clear some space. You can always pause this. I know I go quite fast with feedback, but you can pause it and make notes, outlines to drill. Okay, then we have, they asked the shop owner. So we've got they, which you write like this. You can use this outline as well, that's easier, which is the bottom of full E, or you can use other half of the A for they. I do this one, TH, and go up with half an A. So you've got they asked, so ASCD, we could group asked there, H of there. Shop, owner is OWNR. T for two, show is longhand S and W. Them, the. Most MST on the T line. Expensive we had in the questions before. 10 to a circle number. We've had diamond already, and we've had rings. We had a ring. They had available. Can group, they had. And available we had as well in the questions before. With there is WI on the T line for with. Extend down to get the with the. Most, MST on the T line. Expensive, so XP, NSV again. Being is B disjoint ing. Then we've got disjoint I for ing there. £30,000, so we've got 30. T for thousand, that's pound. You can circle your number. Would it be shouted by that T? There's not really a need to, but you can if you want to. Okay, so just to be clear, they asked the shop owner to show them the most expensive 10 diamond rings they had available, with the most expensive being £30,000. Now we have once, which is a letter C special outline. Tiffany, so T downwards F, N I. HD for had. Chosen, CHSN. A indicator for A, ring is R and ing. Indeed, INDD. With it again. £30,000 price tag, so that's £30,000. Price, you can either use your PR or insert the C, maintain R if it's too fiddly, either or. I tend to do the first one, but it's up to you. And tag will be T and the G. Let your T come a little bit lower just so that your G cuts the line ideally. So just to be clear with that sentence, we have once Tiffany had chosen a ring, indeed with a £30,000 price tag. She is longhand S, asked is ASCD. If I indicate F, she longhand S again. Could is CD, silent I'll remember. Go is a G. Two they should be grouped. Bank is B and ank. You could group the phrase as they, so AS, H of they, you just pick up with your indicator. Needed, NDD. T for two. Pay is P, full A. Via is V and A indicator. Split is SPLT. And transaction we had in the warm-up with the shun. Long sentence there. So just to go back, we have just started under in green around that. So I've got once Tiffany had chosen a ring, indeed with a £30,000 price tag, she asked if she could go to the bank as they needed to pay via split transaction. Okay, it all sounds a bit peculiar, doesn't it? But we'll see. Last sentence then, guys, we had the shop owner agreed. So just ignore those for a second. Okay, so I've got a new sentence there. Shop, OWNR, agreed is AG, put the D through. Before, whichever way you're writing that, remember you had two options. Realising, RLS-ing, that she was, we could group that she was, 3 words altogether. Still is STL. Wearing is long W for WR and then ing. We could extend the ing to make it wearing the. That's quite a good outline, wearing the. Like we do for things like drawing the, taking the, making the, and so on, extending that ing down. Again, you might have written them separately because you might have had time. In that case, it'd be wearing, and you'd have the here. And then ring is R and ing. So the last sentence there, we had shop owner agreed before realising that she was still wearing the ring. So it does all sound a little bit suspicious. But anyhow, hopefully you found that useful. Remember, if you want to have a go at it again, you can pause the lesson, make notes of outlines to drill, and then jump over to the SoundCloud link, and you'll find the audio file there as well. Of course, these lessons are there forever, so you can access them whenever you have a chance. But thank you for your time today. Any feedback is always welcomed, and I will see you in 2 weeks' time. Thank you, guys.